Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest in the building. But first, I gotta introduce our guest host, Q. Welcome to Just Acting Up Show again, brother. How you feeling? How you doing?
And I'm feeling good, man. It's early. I rolled out of bed and said, let me get on this call. It's a special moment. So, fans out there, man, y'all forgive me, but I'm just grateful to be here. I love what y'all got going. So, thank you.
Man, appreciate it, man. And last but not least, thank you, Q, for joining us. Last but not least, man, the spotlight interview is on this brother right now. Got to do an introduction. Guys, got to say it right. Got to do it right. So, and correct me if I'm wrong as well. Now, this brother right here is an actor. He is a producer, director. Can I also add writer as well to that as well, sir?
I'm working on my writing, but we're gonna start with that.
We gonna start. Okay.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
All right, cool. And also a worshiper in Christ, ladies and
Amen.
gentlemen, the artist known as Paul Archer. Round of applause.
Man, I appreciate it, man.
Man, how you doing, brother?
Feeling good, man. Bright and early morning, rolled out of bed and had to make some breakfast. But I was really excited, man. I saw your Instagram page. It's very inspirational for actors. So definitely wanted, to connect with you guys. So yeah. Thanks for letting me be a part of this. So yeah. To God be the glory.
Amen, man, and thank you for joining us, man. Like I said before you joined us, thank you for joining us. Bright and early, like the orange juice. I know you were in different locations. You're in LA. We're over here in Htown, and you are originally from Htown. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Born and raised. I actually went to school with Q at Ridgegate Elementary in Mo City. So yeah, but I moved out here in 2009 after college. So, but yeah, born and raised Houston, lived in Mo City, Acres Home, Fifth Ward, all through them, through the block. So yeah.
Gotcha. So okay, Acres Home, Htown, Missouri City. Man, bro, woo, man,
that's a lot of driving.
Yeah, north side, south side. But I actually finished at Booker T. Washington in Studiowood. So yeah, that's what I went.
Okay. So what gave you the inspiration to move to LA, if you don't mind me asking?
Good question. So I got a degree in teaching. I was teaching middle schoolers after with my degree, but just wasn't happy. I started doing background work on a show called Friday Night Lights back in 2007. So, and then they upgraded me to a principal role, was a little speaking role. So they came. I'll tell you the quick story. They came after working for 2 years on the show. They came to the back and asked anybody who's a Christian or anything about Christianity. I'm the only one to raise my hand. So they said, "All right, Paul, come in here and talk about forgiveness. Anything about forgiveness in the Bible." And that was my first speaking role in Austin, Texas. So I caught the acting bug and moved to LA like 2 years later. So I was like, shoot, I can do this. But yeah, so I ended up just moving to LA right after that because I got all excited and got an agent. Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up, man. That's you know what? I real quick to highlight that before I toss it to Mike. That's rare. We know how we all as actors, we know that can be rare sometimes when they work the background and they come out and ask a certain question, and for you to be one of the very few in that situation, like, yeah. Like give glory to God.
It's just people need Jesus in their life.
If y'all don't know now, now you know.
Yeah. No, my dad's a pastor in Houston, 46 years. So I grew up in the church. Yeah, he preaches at Jesus Way Bible Fellowship and on the east side, like North Shore, on that area. So Pleasantville to be specific. Yeah.
Oh, okay, got you. So that's you really answered my question on how you started off in your acting journey. Was it let me ask you this question. Is acting more difficult than teaching middle schoolers? Be honest. Because my son is 14 and he's going to the 8th grade. And
Uh,
boy, 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 boy.
nah, I
I think my
mean,
son retired 2 teachers on God.
oh, I mean, well, this my I only can speak from my experience with middle school. There's no leverage, so I tell the kids sit your behind down and I call your mama, call your daddy, and then they be like, I ain't got no mom and daddy. And I'd be like, oh, okay. But when I tell elementary kids, when I was doing elementary, sit your behind down, I'm gonna call your mom if you ain't doing your work. And they just start crying. There's
Start
leverage.
crying.
I had more leverage
Yeah.
when I with
Mm-hmm.
elementary kids. Middle school, I had no leverage. They talk crazy. They got some of them ain't got no parents, no, it's just a lot. But
Yeah.
for the parents that are in their lives, that helped out a bit, a little more
Yeah.
structure. But I would say teaching was a little more difficult as far as to answer your question over acting. Now the journey of it could be tough. The business of it, networking is quite tedious to navigate. But when you're in the scene, you're doing your thing, that's the easy work. It's just natural, it's grounded. So
Yeah.
yeah, that answers your question.
Gotcha.
I got an opportunity to see Paul's journey from start to present, and so it's really been dope. So it's amazing. So talk to me about, like, because I know you were trying to get me on some of the things that you were doing health wise.
Yeah,
Talk to
yeah.
talk to us about, like, how you incorporated health with your journey, why that was important to you, and how that switch came about from however you were eating, especially from where we were raised, to where
Yeah.
it wasn't a thing to when that was a thing for you.
Oh man, great question. So when I was raised, as most black folk are, like I grew up eating chitlins, pig feet, oxtails, but all that. Like my auntie, my grandma would fix it. But at 26, I started developing chest pains, and I worked at Popeye's Chicken in Fifth Ward off of Jensen Drive. So I was,
Mm-hmm.
used to fried foods, all that.
Yeah.
But I started getting sharp pains in my chest, and I've always been an athlete, running track and Booker T, basketball, all that. But none of that mattered. It was my health. It was getting bad. So I changed my diet up. I ended up having to go get surgery, get my appendix taken out,
Wow.
and the doctor said you got to change your eating up. And so that did it for me. I hate for people to have to get to that point where it's needed, but it's more prevention for me now over prescription. I don't want to be on a
Mm-hmm.
prescription medication, so I try to teach nutrition and teach people better ways to eat and just to get active and get moving. Because most
Mm-hmm.
Americans, where I'm from, and people where I'm from, and you yourself, are very sedentary. They're sitting in the house all day eating whatever carb-based meals because that's how we was raised. So that's kind of helped me build my confidence as I saw my body changing, my confidence changing. It affects everything, even your mindset, what you put into your biome, your stomach, your mood, and that goes into your work on the day when you're feeling good, in your body.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been on my fitness journey. I was damn near 300
Mm,
pounds
mm,
and I've lost a lot. I coverate that with a lot of walking, a lot of lifting. My wife has been in the gym for like 10 years, so I'm
okay.
playing catch up to her. She's what they call a gym rat. But no,
Okay.
that's really important, man, because I don't get
Yeah.
tired as much anymore. I feel so lighter now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so, yeah.
Congrats
And
to you
then,
too.
yes, sir. Go ahead. What you about to say?
I say congrats to you. Your health journey.
Man, I appreciate it. Thank you.
That's a great question, Q too.
I
Mhm.
agree, man. And
Yeah.
I was gonna say real quick, to step away from, and we'll get back into you talking about health and curious on
Mm.
what's inside that cup. You said that was breakfast right there.
Oh,
'Cause, yeah,
yeah. I've been drinking Herbalife since 2011. I drink the shakes in the morning.
gotcha.
It's I do ice, peanut butter, oatmeal, and like 2 scoops of little Herbalife protein powder, and then like once or twice a week I eat a pancake because it's all about moderation.
Yeah.
Right.
So you can't get big from eating, like one cheeseburger in a week. You
Yeah.
can't get fit from eating one salad and chicken salad. It's what
Mm-hmm.
you do. It's accumulated what you do 95% of the week, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I eat like whatever I want, like once or twice a week, but then the rest of it's pretty clean. So
Gotcha.
about to be
You,
42
s-
next month. So yeah.
and
Yeah.
you
Gotcha.
still working with Herbalife?
Yeah, man, still moving the products since 2011. So
Okay.
it's quick, convenient, and I can run the set as opposed to cooking eggs, grits, and toast in the morning. So
Yeah.
Right.
yeah, but I tell people whatever works for you. There's so much stuff out there, but
Right.
if it's working, you feel good, your blood work good, do it. Do it. So
Gotcha. Copy that, man. Thank you for sharing those
mm,
tips and
yeah,
do
yeah.
my eyes deceive me as I was doing my deep dive and try to find out more about you, brother. Now me myself, I went to a wolf dog sanctuary with playing with the wolves and everything else, but I saw you in the picture with some tigers. Was that you?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Tell me about this because
In Mexico,
black people don't really mess with these type of exotic animals now.
yeah.
Now I'm starting to feel not so alone. Now
Oh man.
tell me about this, bro. 'Cause I'm like, wait, what's a tiger?
Man,
Like,
we live on this podcast. Okay,
no, we're not
No,
live.
we
man, I
recorded.
was I was dating this chick in San Diego. If you want to know the real story, I was dating this chick in San Diego. She took me to Mexico and I went to Rosaritos, and they have live tigers in these cages,
Yeah,
like baby tigers. I wasn't dealing with them big ones, with the
Mm.
baby tigers.
yeah.
And they was like, you could pet them and stuff, and I still was a little hesitant. This tiger better not bite me, so I was like, but they because they teeth, even though they're babies, they teeth, quite sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taking a
But
chance.
yeah, something different, but probably won't do that again. But
That's funny.
I got my
That's funny.
experience.
Yeah, no, I had to ask about that because that
Yeah.
same thing for me with the I did a couple other things. I was like, let me ask this man about these tigers real
Oh
quick, man.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's once in a lifetime.
they
I'm good. I went scuba diving in Hawaii, and that's once in a lifetime too for a brother to go 60 feet in the water. I ain't doing that no more. I've,
brother.
I've
Shout
had my
out to you. I can, boy. Come on.
I'm good.
That's one thing I can't swim. I don't deal
Oh,
with that.
can
No,
you
sir.
swim?
Who?
Brother.
Do I
You,
swim?
yeah, you
Cute.
swim?
A
Okay,
little
okay.
bit, but not like you. I know you was good in the water.
No, I'm okay. I just
Oh, for real?
Not 60 feet, okay. Now
60 feet. When you go 60 feet, a woman hold your hand. You have an assistant. They take you down 60 feet, and you're on a rope going down.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's different. But that's an extreme,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. I'm
The
I'm not good when there's no land or a ring nearby for me to, you know
Oh,
what I'm saying? Like I
yeah.
could swim. I could swim, but only for so long. I'm not comfortable out there in the water.
Okay.
It's
yeah.
crazy because I went to LA and I did the surfing. They'll take you surfing,
Hmm.
right there in Santa Monica.
I ain't never did that. Okay.
And yeah, the instructor walks you out to the water, about so far, and I'm like, oh Lord, I'm about to be taken by a shark. God
Oh,
dang, what am I doing on this surfboard?
brothers out here
Uh,
surfing.
hey, no, it was cool though. It was a
surf.
good experience.
Yeah.
You got to do that, man.
Yeah.
You gotta change it up, Tiger, a little
Yeah.
surf, a little.
Yeah.
Tigers and surfing, baby. Hey,
Yeah.
Yeah.
switching it up.
Yeah. I changed up a little bit as well too. Not only did I did the wolf dog thing, but I actually swam with some baby sharks. It was baby sharks, stingray, turtles, fishes, and one electric eel. I
Oh
said,
Lord.
yeah, I did it 2 times because I was trying to get the footage for it to show. And I was
Yeah.
mad because people was like, you ain't do it. I saw you swim away from the fish. I'm like, that's the other
Yeah.
video. I couldn't. And then I had to redo it
Right.
again. And I'm like, man, I ain't doing this no more. That one eel
Yeah.
looking at me
Yeah.
funny over
Oh
there.
my
Yeah. Yeah.
God.
So yeah. Black people don't do stuff that you're not sure about. That's
Man.
Congratulations to y'all and got in this water with these lions and tigers and stuff.
Michael, maybe you should skydive and then we complete.
You know what?
Hey,
That's what
hey,
my sister-in-law she did. And I was like, that's something that I do, but
really,
I can't deal with the water.
really. I
Yeah,
hate
no,
flying.
skydiving, you gotta take a whole class. And there's a guy that's strapped on. So
I
you
hear
act yeah, you're not doing
I
it
hear
by
you.
yourself.
I've been flying since I was in elementary, and I still hate flying.
Oh
So
man.
I'm definitely not opening that door to jump out of a plane.
Jump
So
off the
this
plane.
statement, I do anything one time that don't relate to none of y'all. I try it one time.
It depends on
Yeah.
what it is. It depends on what it
Okay.
is. It depends what it
Yeah,
is.
that's Will Smith.
Yeah, like jump out. Man, I don't know about the
Yeah.
skydiving. I'm still trying to. I'm still
Okay.
surprised. I swam with the baby sharks.
For real.
You like a daredevil though, right, Paul? Would you say that?
Man, I'm like, like flipping and stuff. Me and Q used to flip my homeboy, what's his name, Q?
Quinn?
Quentin Biggs.
Then,
But like that kind of daredevil, extreme flipping and gymnastics and stuff.
okay.
But when it comes to skydiving,
Yeah.
I can't. Nah, I'm not ready for that. Even though y'all know we took a 10-minute diving course before that scuba diving. We went down, and which that's not normal. Usually take a class, like you say, a class to go skydiving. But
Hmm.
she would just like read this real quick, and then we'll take y'all under. I'm like, oh Lord, what we doing? So
Nah, that wasn't no class. It
yeah,
was a quick walkthrough.
yeah,
Look, this, that, this, that, that wasn't no class. That was
man,
that was insurance for them.
man,
We told them.
she gave she gave us cliff notes. We went
Cliff
down.
notes. Oh
She gave us
man,
cliff notes.
it's crazy,
But
crazy, crazy.
but now Daredevil, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I've been writing a goal to take more risks though, but nothing
Mm,
crazy where I'm going to risk my life.
right,
But take more risks in life because I feel like we're so scared, not just black people, just to fail. I think it's okay to fail because we worry about
mm,
what people gonna say about us.
Yeah.
Oh, you gonna move to L.A.? And ain't nobody never done that. You shouldn't do that. You gonna be an actor, producer. You can't do that. Nobody never in the family never did that. Or don't change for nobody. No, change is needed. I need to get better because who I am is not working. So I
right.
got to get better. So, but I think it's okay to fail faster. You want to make so many mistakes, fail a little bit quicker and make mistakes so you can get more information to see what works and what
Mhm.
doesn't, as opposed to worry about what people are going to judge you and whatnot. So I don't worry about that no more about the world because the world going to do their thing and they really set limits and limited beliefs on themselves. So I
That's
try
right.
to strive and just fail a little bit quicker, with this little risk taking. So. Yeah, as we venture into producing, we starting a movie Monday, and we're going to July 25th. So this is the second time I'm doing a directing. So, and I don't know all the answers, but I'm gonna figure them out on the way. I know a little bit since I've been doing this 17 years, but I put myself in an uncomfortable situation to learn. So that's the only way you're gonna grow, right?
Hmm.
And I think that's important for us, black men and women and actors and um, to do that, to put ourselves in a situation where we're creating our own opportunities and not just waiting on the man to give us them.
That's right.
You got to
Okay.
put yourself out there. You can't be waiting for that call. It may not never come. So
Thanks.
create your own. If you don't know it, go learn it from a mentor. Because there's always somebody out there want to teach you. Sometimes you got to pay a little bit investment, right?
Mm,
But
Hmm.
you got to invest in you. If
I'm
that
gonna
makes
That's
throw a
sense.
right.
question out just because, like I say, I've seen their journey personally. But can you tell us about like how did you write? I know there's God, but in your specific journey, going out there and doing this thing that you don't really know is gonna work for you. Tell us about like because I know this guy, tell him like you stayed in your car. Like give us that in the time or how long did it take you to say, even though I'm in this moment of uncertainty, I'm going to press forward. Like your press forward moment compared to your non-press forward. Or did you ever have I don't feel like press forward, or what did I get into? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a great question. So 2009, I'm driving out here. I think I had like $500 cash in my pocket. Didn't even have a bank account. But me and my mom drove out here. She flew back the next day. I'm sleeping on the floor, and I graduated college, so I've always had, excuse me, my own apartment and everything. So I'm used to having my own. But when you come and you're in an environment where you're sleeping on the floor, and you have a roommate now, and it's different. So you're kind of like not. I wasn't doubting myself, but I was evaluating like, is this really worth it to try a whole new career? Now you're sleeping on a sheet with a pillow. You got a roommate coming in here talking to you crazy, rent due. Don't eat my cereal. Don't eat my Fruit Loops. Uh, and just like that was kind of like new to me. So I moved out here thinking like, oh, not I'm gonna blow up, but I'm gonna be a working actor. That didn't
Hmm.
happen for the first 3 years. So the first 3 years, guess what I had to do? Get my ass a job. So I ended up having to like substitute teach and make 15, 17 an hour. No, $13 an hour when I moved out here. Because I was making 11 in Texas, in San Marcos, Texas. Making $13 an hour. I had a moment. This is my moment. I'm standing by my car, and I don't know if this is biblical or whatnot, but I told God, because I didn't have money to go to get lunch, but I went to 7-Eleven. They was giving out them sandwiches. I got a couple sandwiches and every one. We trying to get rid of them. I'm like, look at God. You always make a way. You always make a way out of no way. And then I said this to myself, God, you never put more on me than I can bear. You never, I will repeat that. You never put more on me than I can bear. You never put more on me than I can bear. And I was standing outside, standing over my car saying that. Maybe like some weeks later, that roommate situation was done, and I had to sleep in my car like 2 a.m. And I get a call. Hey, Paul, I know you text me earlier. I'm sorry, I'm responding. You good? Just talking to somebody, my homeboy. He said, yeah, you come stay with me, sleep on the couch until get back on, get your next place. And that was it. That was pretty much that for that 3 year timeline. And ever since then, just finding apartments. And then I've just moved into this brand new apartment by the grace of God, getting out of a situation. So if that makes sense. But there will be moments if we want to talk about the grit and grime of it. It's not all excuse my language, but rainbows, bubbles, and sunshine. You're gonna go through some stuff, but you gonna grow through some stuff too. So for the person that you're trying to become, and that's just not in acting, that's in life in general. You're gonna go through some stuff. And if I've been writing a goal down to make $1 million by December, and what I noticed is, y'all, my bank account went up, and I'm having more opportunities. Because how you gonna make $1 million without the opportunities and put more on your plate?
Right.
So, because when I was making a goal to make 70K a year, I had a few things on my list. I point to this whiteboard, I write my goals down. So what you're asking God for, when He give it to you, you got to be ready. You got to be working on those things. So that's helpful.
I appreciate that, man. You work with Uncle Snoop?
Oh, last night, yeah. That
No,
boy,
how was that experience?
man, he was cool, man. I know they say about the Trump stuff and all that. I got text messages, something like, but I guess I wasn't thinking about that in the moment.
Yeah.
I was too busy laughing at him dancing and doing a real good job. He did a damn good. We worked on Bel Air, Fresh Prince of Bel Air last night, and I body double him. Even on 5'9", he's 6'5", 6'4". They had me standing in for him last night, but he cool. He cool. Ran the scenes with him. That the scene told him what to do in the scene. Um, just a good dude. Death Row Records had his little team now with him. But yeah, it was cool chopping it up with him, get a little picture. I didn't want to be all take a selfie.
Right.
I got it, man. I had to get it. It's just,
Yeah.
and Snoop, man. Grew up listening to that dude. So,
Yeah.
Took direction from him.
What's that?
He took direction from him.
Yeah, because I had to tell him what to do in the scene to make sure the blocking was right for the scene. Yeah. I mean, but after he would do the scene, he would go smoke up blunts and then come back to set. I'm like, oh my God, this dude here smell like weed. It was tough.
And the reason I asked that is because somebody of this tenure, or we've all probably experienced somebody who has a lot of experience, and just their ability to take direction from somebody they don't know, one maybe, or somebody they will is not at their level.
Yeah.
They may give you a little bit of resistance. So
some people won't give you resistance when I do stand in or body double. Some of them just like they just a little like, it's me, I'm bougie, but it's very rare. It's very rare in my experience, but I've heard stories. But yeah, I mean, he was cool. Snoop took direction because he wanted to do a good job, which he did. He did a good job. I didn't know he was very professional and he did delivered the lines like grounded and believable. So, but that happens in Hollywood. I meet a lot of celebrities and work with a lot of them, but I haven't had too many to people be all like, don't tell me what to do. I ain't really had that. So
Oh, that's good, man.
Yeah,
Good to
it
hear.
happened. Yeah.
But yeah, man. Some of this work, man. Bel Air, Abbott Elementary.
Yeah, but
We work with
yeah,
some
man.
amazing people on set, award-winning projects. So Bel Air and Abbott Elementary, then
Uh,
being one of my ones, my first one to see just working with one of our heroes was Morris Chestnut. But
oh yeah.
let's talk about Bel Air and Abbott Elementary and just throw Rosewood in.
Okay. Yeah, so I did Rosewood in 2016. So that's when I was doing, oh no, was 14, yeah, 16. That's when I was doing background work. So let me make it quick. I was doing background work on a show called Heroes. They started talking to me crazy, like you can't eat this because you're union. You're not union. You got to be in LA. I don't know if in Texas, I think it's non-union. You could be non-union at work, but if you're doing
Mm-hmm.
background work, you got to be union to get this certain food. So not just because I'm from Houston, you're not gonna talk to me crazy because I'm a human being. You're gonna respect me. And I told them that, and they started talking crazy. You can't eat. No, no, no. This ain't gonna work that way. So I walked off set at 2 a.m. in the morning on the show called Heroes. So I walked off set. I joined the union, and I told myself I'd never do background work again unless it's commercial because commercials pay good. Commercials pay
Right.
like
Mm-hmm.
500, yeah, commercial pay $500 a day is crazy. But TV show film, never again. I stopped doing it in 2016. I joined the union and started working on a show called Rosewood. So my first day, I get on set. Morris Chestnut, the lead, he started talking to me in the scene. My name was Officer Jackson. Officer Jackson, you could do this and that, and he looked at me in the face. So I'm like, if he talking to me, I'm gonna say something back. I don't know if y'all ever done background work before, but if you talk to me, I'm gonna say something back in the scene. Man, they must have cut so fast and said they pulled me aside. Who told you to say that? It just felt right. Man, they said, man, don't you say nothing to the actor no more. And I'm like, okay, well, shit. So fast forward a year later, I go play baseball with the showrunner, and the showrunner, I'm letting him know, I'm an actor. He said, so what do you do on the show? I stand and do background. I'm an actor too. I would love to read for anything on your show. I get a call a couple weeks later. Come to the office, and they write me a role in the show. This the second season. Because I spoke up and let them know I'm not here to just do no background work. I'm here to act. I bring value to your show. A lot of times we're so scared. We sit back. We know our potential. We know we're great, our greatness, but we just sit back. We know, no, let people know what you do. Put it out there.
Mm-hmm.
Start a
Right.
podcast and let people bring people on. Like I'm
Mm-hmm.
excited to work with projects with Q to share the knowledge that I know with the DP skills he got and the acting chops he got. With James that do comedy. I'm not sure if you're in the business, Michael, but
Yeah, I am.
you
I'm
do
an actor
comedy.
too as well.
Oh, okay, well, yeah. So you gotta. This is not a one man band. You gotta collaborate with other people, creatives,
That's right.
and parallel network and build something together. You just can't do it on your own. Snoop Dogg had a team. He had a
Mm-hmm.
team of people that's building this brand. So to answer so that's Rosewood experience. Abbott Elementary. I was driving Uber Eats that night. I get the call. Paul, you booked Abbott Elementary is my first audition of 2023. You're gonna play a parent on Abbott Elementary, which is the number one show on TV right now as far as comedy.
Hmm.
I do comedy. I ain't a comedian, but I'm funny as hell. Oh yeah, I love
Yeah.
it. And it's okay to brag. Bring no brag on yourself. So I told my agent I want to book comedy because I know I'm hilarious. So I booked that, and that led to other opportunities as well. You use what you book to get other things on your resume. So that's your business card, your reel, your resume, your work. I don't have no physical business card, but I use my reel to give to people like, hey, I bring value to your project. Or you want to be a part of my project? We're building this brand. You want to come along? Nah, I kind of want to do my own thing. All right, much blessings to you. Do your thing. I try to get you on. Well, Paul, I see how doing that. I told you about it. You thought we was playing? Told you about it. FOMO. So
Hey, you know what? Not to cut you off. Thank you for saying that too, because there's been moments when all of us try to tell some people about, give them some guidance. Because I have countless people hitting me up on Mike or Q, and they say, "Hey, how did you do that or do this?" And
Mm-hmm.
we'll give them guidance and tell them exactly what they need to do. And we'll give some pushback. Like I'll say, okay, go get your headshots from over there and
Yeah.
upgrade this on your Actors Access. Like, oh, I'm not doing that. That's tedious. Oh, I got paid all that money. I'm like, okay, well, I'm trying to. All right, and then next thing you know, this rolls out like, hey man, how you get that? Well, I told you what to do. So, but
Yeah.
just
But what they say, you can lead a fish to water, but you can't a horse to water, can't make it drink water.
Horse to the water,
yeah.
and
Bring a fish to water.
you bring a fish to water.
The
That
fish
fish
already
is
in the
dead.
water.
Fish
The fish are there, but I'm trying to get this horse to understand the fish in the water, and you need to drink where the other fish at, but you don't want to. So,
But them people don't, Mike and Jay, like some people think they know it all. I feel like we should never get to the point we know it all. We should always be a student and still learn every day. Like you can teach me stuff I don't know, I already know, and I can teach you. I can share with you something you may not know that can bless you. But all this knowledge, they say, don't be a smart fool. You're so intelligent, but you don't apply nothing. You read all the books, but you don't apply none of that shit. So you should definitely learn, but apply it, and then fail about uh 10, 12 times, and that 13 times, be the best. When I went to school, when I graduated, I had an art degree in education, and my teacher said Professor Hefner said something to me, and it still stands in my brain to this day. I was painting my first painting in this class. He said, "Don't worry about making mistakes, because your 12th one might be the best one. So just make the failures, like fail, with your paintings. It's gonna get better and better. And then like by the time we finished class, the semester, like my paintings were getting better and better, and I was like, dang, this makes sense. And that's just like in life. People that do are successful, whatever success looks like to you, they're okay with failing and making that 13 picture better and greater. They apply what they learned, the knowledge you tried to tell them and bless them with, the fitness or the acting or whatever. They apply that, and they don't care about what people may think about them. Would say, because a lot of people try to judge people when they be doing the same stuff, and they don't be doing nothing at all. They just be on social media. Oh, I'm gonna say this and say that, but you're not doing nothing. You're more worried about. I see people follow my story every day, and I'm like, some people never start the health journey. Some people never start their acting. That's all they talk about. I'm gonna do it one day. One day ain't on the calendar. That ain't a day on the calendar. It's Monday through Friday, brother.
Yeah.
Ain't no one day. Let me know. Put one day on the calendar.
Oh, steady working, always working. And you mentioned comedy as well too earlier, and I came across you working with Amy Fuller and and
Amy Poehler.
Yeah, Amy Fuller and Maya Rudolph and a few others. How hard was it to keep a straight face during when y'all wasn't filming? Were they joking with you or laughing? He's shaking his head already. He's like, man, look.
Okay, because I got stories today. Q know that. So I came in as a stand-in on that day.
Yeah.
Dead. Like you said, I'm tired. I'm trying to wake up now. I was like even like more 5 a.m. call time. I don't know if I can share the whole story. I don't know if the dude gonna watch, but man, they fired the brother that had the role as that I played the DJ in the movie Netflix Wine Country. So I get to set, then the brother being inappropriate with hair and makeup, saying some stuff he shouldn't have said. So they let the brother go. And they're like, I'm black, he black, so I'm standing in for him. Like, Paul, can you do this scene for us? Can I? Yeah, what I gotta say? Man, they put the mic on me, put my cap on, they mic me up in the scene with him.
Wow.
And I'm like, man, ain't nothing but God, man. So I woke up then, I'm like, what y'all need? All right, what y'all because the check changed from $200 to $1,100 whenever you speak. So and you get residuals for the rest of your life. So I get in the scene with them, and Amy's directed me after she finished her part. She directed me, and she just, you always want to do it different ways, give a different take, so they can in editing it'll help them. So just don't do it one way. So I'm doing my thing, and then we cut. I don't know how old Amy and them are. They're probably like 50s or something, but they were 12 years old when we cut. They play all day, they dance, they laugh, they sing, they fight. And then when they say action, they back in it.
That's me.
I'm like, what the hell? They just playing, they doing the kid and play and dancing, and I'm like, man, they play, and I'm trying to be serious. Like, I'm trying to keep the job.
Right, right.
But that's just, man, that's just that improv, that fun, that they love their life, their job. And I said, if I could ever get to that point where I can enjoy this,
Yeah.
and it don't feel like work, and that's that's where we're at. We're getting to, we're producing our projects, and that's not so much pressure. There's still pressure, but you're enjoying it. You're creating something, and that's what
Yeah.
does that make sense? But
Yeah,
that was
Good
fun.
pressure.
You having fun.
Yes,
It's
it's good
got
pressure.
you gotta have fun doing it, man.
Yeah.
You
You know.
do. You do. That's my country, Amy, and that's another upgrade. So some people talk down on background work. I ain't never did that. It's a way to learn. You don't go to background work to just be sitting there. You take notes, especially if you've never done it before.
That's
I
right.
say train and take classes. Don't get me wrong. I love training and taking classes. That's important. Go to school if you need to, but go to set and be a student and learn what these actors doing. They ain't screaming one note. Yeah, he went that way right now. No, there's layers to acting. It's a little more intimate, whatever the scene calls for. But learn that. Get your money. You're going to do background work to get a check, of course,
Mhm.
pay your bills. You're doing some standing work, but learn and then come out of there and then start, building your own projects. If you're frustrated from what you're getting, if you want more, unless you just want to be a full-time background actor forever. I'm not knocking that, but yeah.
Right.
Got you. Got you. Let's talk about some of your projects you're working on.
Okay. So we got. So I left Bel Air yesterday. I had about another month and a half to work on it. So I was gonna get paid for that, for standing in. But in my mind, I didn't. In my body, I felt like God was calling me to something greater. So, because just you're not really doing nothing standing in. You just be there for the actors and whatnot. You network, of course. But I'm like, no, I'm gonna go direct this faith-based movie. I love God, talk about Christ. So Monday we start. I had an opportunity last month. This gentleman named by the director name of Derek Ballard. He's doing a faith-based film where the actor from the Hustle Adam Sandler movie, we casted him as the lead. His name is Elvin Rodriguez. So he's the lead,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and he shoots a pastor. Quick synopsis: he shoots a pastor. He's trying to make the G League, trying to make the NBA. Shoots a pastor, ends up going to jail, gives his life to Christ, comes out of jail. The pastor I want to kill him because they meet. And that thing happened without ruining it for y'all. So I said, I read the script, 122-page script. It kind of got me a little emotional. So I'm like, I can do this. I can be a part of this. So Derek asked me to be a first AD on this project and be co-producer. So I'm getting co-producer credit and first AD in it. We hired all the cast. I've hired like 75% of the crew. And then, yeah, we started June 16th. The project is fully financed with a couple. Nice budget. Nice budget. So what I was saying online, but yeah. And yeah, we're shooting it. We found some investors and because they're out there. Sometimes we feel like where the money gonna come from, but if you really get out there, you might meet this football player wife that's sitting at home, this mom, and she want her name and some credits because she ain't doing nothing. And
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you 100K. Can I be a part? Yeah, well, sure. Yeah, you gonna give us 100K? We'll put your name in the credits as co-producer. It's
Mm-hmm.
money out there. I flew to Houston 2 months ago. I took a producer master class with uh, Michael Swanson, which is one of the only black men at Universal Studios. Him and his wife Kim, they do BMF and all kinds of shows in Universal in
Wow.
Atlanta. And I took that class and I sat there, and he's like, "You got to do big studio work. You can make your own independent projects, put them on your Tubies and your Amazons and your streaming platforms." License them out and get paid for your movies. So he said the last movie did 100K, and I ain't never heard of it. I was like, it's on Tubi? Now, because I was judging Tubi, if I'm honest. And he said it's on Tubi, yeah. But we made 100K in the last year based off the commercials that the ad. I think it runs commercials on Tubi,
Yeah.
and he's getting paid 100K. And I'm like, I can use 100K. I can write a movie, but I'm not a director. I'm sorry, I'm not a DP. I need to create a team to do that and put them on these platforms and tell the stories that we want to tell. So that's where I'm at with mine right now. Just jumping on projects. Me and Q got a project working on and
Mm-hmm.
other things we're creating because we got bills to pay and we have stories to tell and we're not going to wait on auditions every day. If they come, I'll do them. I ain't gonna say I won't do them, but we're not gonna wait because time waits for no man. It's gonna keep going. So
That's right.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, so just a few more projects here. Night Court, Station 19, Snowfall, and a lot more projects I know under your belt. What's some other stuff that you're manifesting, genre-wise? What haven't you done that you want to add to your resume?
Man, I really want to write a comedy. So I've been talking to a guy named Nick. I met networked on set with. He does comedy, so I'm trying to see what he wants to do next year because I think I have too much. We have like 3 projects we're working on right now to finish the year out. So, but that would be my goal to do some comedy. But Night Court was cool. That's audition. I played a pole dancer in Night Court. I haven't seen it season 2, episode 2. So, but it's a subway dancer, not the stripper, the pole dancer in New York.
Okay, gotcha.
Everybody's
You had
watching
to
it.
clean that up, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
But
wait, say that again now. You did a what
yeah,
now?
we ain't making no strange change, little change. But no, I went to the audition. I booked that. I got the audition on Tuesday morning. I went Tuesday night to work on my pole dance, and then I booked it the next day. They say people be like trying to wait on sending their tapes in. Man, send them in immediately, as long as they got good quality. Don't be waiting to send these tapes back on Actors Access because you got hundreds of people sending their tapes in. So if they see you first and it's good quality, you feel good about your choices.
Mm-hmm.
Send it in early. Don't wait. But I get to set, and the creator of the show came up to me and whispered, "You know why you got this role, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, no, I don't. Why I get the role?" He's like, "You was the best actor out of everybody. It was all these dancers in LA. It's a lot of dancers, pole dancers, but no acting chops. They just
Mm.
they just can dance, So that's why I say, man, get your craft right. Like I had a roommate said, I ain't gonna pay no freaking $400 for no acting class when I was in college. He ain't worked in 9 years. He's acting. I love him to death. He calls me mean. You're mean, Paul, trying to tell me, like, pressure me to take classes and stuff. Bro, you need classes. You're playing everything one note. I, you're my best friend. I can't even hire you because my name is on this, and I want to hire you. We did with all the clubs, all the parties in Houston, H-Town, college, everything, but I would not call this man, and he knows why because he wants to take classes. You're not gonna get on set and embarrass me, and you can't. I give you a no,
Right.
and now you mad because I need you to be more vulnerable with this scene, and I need
That's
you to stop
right.
moving because we're in a close, we're in a tight, so you're moving too much, but you don't understand the language. But I mean, I think anything, if anything, I'm a good friend because I'm trying to give you something
Some
that you
game.
do.
Yeah.
Right. That goes back to what we were saying about James about people that think they know it all, they don't want to learn. Like you give them everything, but I've probably done that too with some things in relationships, so not just intimate, other relationships, but we talking acting. Man, you better learn. Some people I ain't gonna take from the white man. That white man might know something. Just because he white don't mean or
Yeah.
that black, they put race behind it and stuff. Like, all right, okay.
They put a lot.
Uh,
They put a lot behind it. And what's that quote I always go by? Socrates. All I know is that I know nothing. And
That's real.
somebody was like, "What does that mean?" I like, look, just like how you said, I don't know everything. I don't know it all, but I'll go to somebody who has better understanding of it, and
Yeah,
or I might know something. I'm like, okay, then I can teach
Yeah,
him. Iron sharpens iron, and that's what
yeah,
people need to get back into. That just because I might be the best at this doesn't mean that I know everything about it. So I'll take a chance and listen. Like, okay, all right, yeah. So yeah, people
yeah.
no,
need to.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry,
But
Mike. You go.
a lot of it is that we haven't seen it in person.
Mhm.
We haven't seen it in person. We don't have it in our family. We don't have it. We don't have it around us. So it's like the procrastination sets in. We always think that another day is gonna come, and another day is gonna come, and another day is gonna come, and then the confidence as well. Because some people grew up and they just never had anyone to tell them that you was good at anything.
Mm,
And so some people just is like they satisfied with just being where it's at because as sad as it is, it's like I guess death is gonna be the only enjoyment, but we're gonna go through hell right now.
that's real.
Yeah, and so it's hard to get someone off of that
Yeah,
to say, while you're here, you can do whatever you want. You know, they feel like that this is life and this is just what I want to do. They have dreams and they want to do something, but they can't see it happening for them. They
Yeah.
can see it happen for everybody else, but they can't see it happening for me. So it's a lot of mental that goes into this that you have to take care of first before you make that step to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna piggyback off of that with like you said something so good. Just being able to see that,
Mm-hmm.
like you, I think Q, you're naming all the shows that I've been on. You put me from Houston, Texas, in an environment with a lot of shows. My agent was like, "Paul, if you want to be an actor and do more, go to LA." That's what he said. James Boyle from Child Acting Agency in Georgetown, Texas. You ain't gonna never do it in Houston. You ain't gonna never do it in Houston. Everything's in LA. So you put me in an environment where everybody's so much acting, and I know how I am because I'm gonna go because I always believe in investing in you in learning. I'm gonna learn. I'm a network. I'm a compliment. Hey man, I love your shoes. Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Director. So what do you do? I'm an actor. Moved here from Houston, trying to read for a role in your show. Like I'm in that environment. So you see all these shows. That's just me out there networking. That's all that is. Upgrade, upgrade. Is I probably 90% of the work I've gotten is from upgrades and networking. 10% auditions. So I'm in this environment. I'm seeing more of what's possible now. But I've learned from being here because I got new information that I can do what you're doing too because you bleed just like I do. And the belief is built in what? The doing.
Mm-hmm.
So we need more black male role models and people, women, and stepping up to show our kids and even us what's possible. We got to help let them adopt that belief. Give it to them. I believe in you more than you believe in yourself. I be believing in each of us more than they believe in themselves. But that's built, like you said, sometimes we procrastinate, but if they see it, at least they can try it and take step A, B, C to get to it. You can give them some tangible steps, rather, is what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is like producing movies, and I'm learning from people that's been doing it. Yeah, we can create stories and have the next Abbott Elementary. Because I talked to Quinta Brunson, and
Mm-hmm.
I seen her struggle. Like, oh, you wasn't making no money, and you was making sketches on some little I forgot the little sketch thing she was doing. She told me, but she wasn't making the money at first. Now she making 350,000 an episode, banking that after taxes. She probably clearing 250. But she was, but she's taking steps to believe in an idea. That house you're sitting in wasn't there. Let's say 20 years ago. That was an idea. Somebody say, you know what? I'm gonna build a home where you gentlemen are at. That's an idea. Then they put the brick and the mortar and hammered that in, and now you're in a home right now. We're in a home. It all starts with an idea. And
Mm-hmm.
you bring about that idea and you culminate that with other people. And now you have your Abbott Elementary, your night court, and your Rosewoods and stuff. Even Bel Air that I'm working on. Fresh Prince of Bel Air been done 20 years ago. But this guy named Morgan had an idea. Went to YouTube. I'm gonna make a new version
Parody.
of
Yeah.
parody,
Not a
yeah.
parody. Yeah.
Do it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Got a budget, got picked up for millions of dollars, and
Come
he
on.
and gave him. We'll give you 4 seasons. That man making money now,
Yeah.
and Will Smith making money too on the back end. So,
Yeah.
but get some ideas what you're passionate about and get to work on them, and don't complain or be frustrated what you're not getting or what the man ain't giving you. Go create it. Go read the books, take the notes, and create it yourself. Right? So.
That's what's up, man. And I was just about to ask you to close us out on giving us
Right.
some gems, facts,
He
and,
just
and
did.
you just did right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's a mic drop moment, brother. like,
Uh-huh.
like for
yeah.
real, for real.
It's like,
Yeah, man. Paul,
it's good, man.
tell everyone where we can follow you at, brother.
Oh yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at Paul_Archer. That's ARCHER certified.
Sir,
Yeah, on Instagram mainly.
there you have it,
Mhm.
man. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a joy. Paul, we definitely would love to have you come on again. And have a whole new different conversation. whole new
Yeah,
ventures and everything else. We definitely, and we be on the lookout for everything that you got coming up as well. Yeah, definitely have you come back on again, brother. But that's
and I
what we do.
appreciate it. Let's work. Let's network work
Oh,
together. So
oh yeah,
yeah,
most definitely, man, most definitely. But
yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, that's the show.
All right, let's get it. Be blessed.
All right.